Vlog-a-day 416.
Did I not? When did I stop recording? Ah, that's the worst. I have no idea what I did and didn't record.
Good morning. It's not sunny outside really, but I haven't slept in like a week, so these are probably necessary. Cheryl's coming on tour with me this morning with a friend of hers, whose name I forget, because we haven't talked about it in a really long time. So we're going on tour this morning. I'm sure her friend is another YouTuber, so dear new friend, please don't hate me for not remembering your name. I'll remember your name after I meet you in person. I promise. I also will hopefully sleep more tomorrow. I have banana and leftover croissant from the Peloton yesterday. I'm ready to go. Speaking of going, let's get going.
Forecast yesterday said that it wasn't supposed to rain today. Seeing evidence to the contrary and hoping that it doesn't. It's a little bit chilly. But I figured, you know, t-shirt weather. Gonna get hot again today, right? Like it did yesterday? Maybe. Find out. Oh yeah, so the new idea, my dad's idea, this is a combination of ideas I guess, but I love sending postcards to people. Obviously I love defacing postcards with cat stickers and sending them to people. Phil and I were talking about it the other day with regards to like Patreon and sending postcards to patrons from time to time, which I think would be actually a lot of fun. Then my dad said yesterday, why don't you develop the photos that you're taking on those little disposable cameras and send those as postcards, which you might be able to do. I don't actually know if you're allowed to do that because they may not be solid enough, but maybe they are. That could be kind of cool, but I also really like the idea of just sending people the cameras themselves to be developed, not knowing at all what's on them, because that's also really fun. So maybe we can come up with a compromise. Maybe we can send some as postcards and just send some cameras. We'll figure it out. Also, Monument Poll is up on Patreon if you want to vote on what small museum you want to send me to. I think it's going for another day or two. Anyways, here's hoping that today's tour goes well and is not wet. Weather forecast in this town, man. Never right. Kinda stormy out. Look at these two rocking up. Cheryl, late. Off to a good start. The sun can't decide if it wants to come out or not, which is okay. And the reason I bring it up, I know I'm talking about the weather a lot, but it's because I didn't put sunscreen on and I did give my head a good clean buzz last night. So scalp burns are the worst. Kind of strange not to be the only one filming while riding bikes. I'm not concerned for safety, but maybe a little bit. Also that kid, I'm telling you, noises everywhere you go. There you go, dog mania. Somebody needs some attention. Cheryl just reminded me that today is a Ride Early Wednesday, and I need to be talking about writing. I was going to talk about how I write, like the setting, where I like to write, what gets me in the mood for writing. So let's talk about that. This is definitely a good subject to hit today too, because I'm obviously not doing a very good job of writing at the moment. So talking about it, gonna make it happen. Now I gotta figure out a route to get back to the tunnel though. Both of you filming each other, that was great. The only way I can tell the difference is because one of you's wearing white, one of you's wearing black. Oh, these two twinsies. For me, it's really hard to actually write, obviously, while I'm riding bikes, so this is not good writing time. I love writing in cafes. It's like the #1 thing for me. If you go back to like when I was stuck in Spokane, you'll see my favorite cafe there was Core. Very light, it was very brightly lit, really, really comfortable, nice people, good coffee, wonderful spot to sit and to write. And basically what I need is a place that I can sit and write for long hours on end.
Zoe's got an inability to not feed pigeons.
That we will all regret that very shortly. Great, Zoe's feeding pigeons. We've got triple coverage going on today. I will link to whatever appears out of this madness behind me. They even brought their own picnic blanket and their own hummus. No movie set today, so that's nice, although this mess is still here. Look at all this garbage. Fun tour. It's good to meet you, Zoe. Thanks for coming on my tour. Cheryl, always a pleasure. Glad to have you back. Oh, a couple things. One, we want to do an Around His Mount video soon, which we were just talking about, which we'll do soon. Also, we have a meetup coming up. If you are in Paris or you're going to be in Paris on September the 16th, we're going to be meeting at noon in the Tuileries. She has a little explainer video that I can link to show you exactly where, but it's basically the big fountain closest to the entrance to the Tuileries at Concord. So the fountain closest to Concord will be meeting right there at noon on the 16th to hang out, have a little bit of a picnic. And then maybe we go from there. We'll see what happens from there. Anywho, I'm hungry as usual after my tour. Gonna get myself a delicious Clark dog tonight. I'll be able to eat some tasty leftovers from our pork and pesto pasta last night. And then we will carry on to probably the Peshawar this evening. I just got an invitation to go climb around in the catacombs tonight. I am very, very tempted, but I think I'm gonna resist because they won't get out until 1 in the morning, which means I'll be editing until 4 or 5 in the morning. And I think I'm going to Champaign tomorrow, so that sounds like a really bad idea. But soon, one of these days, hopefully we'll get into the catacombs. All right, I've been contracted to take an electric bike home with me tonight, and then I'll ride it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to Champaign. So if you want to see what a bike ride through the countryside of Champaign looks like, should be fun. I'll be meeting Rick and Vanessa to do that, which should be a good time as well, but it's early. I think we leave at 8:15, which is a half an hour earlier than meeting for Versailles, so. Mode? Yeah. Is your... Time for a nice ride home along the river on an electric bike. Never ridden one of these, so see how this goes. Probably could go extra fast actually, but probably should not, especially when guys pull out in front of me like that. Bad news, the beaches of Paris are no more. Never gone this way in the tunnel before. Also, the best part about this may be that it has a speedometer. 23 kilometers an hour. I wonder how I can push it. Can't film and push it though. Definitely fun to take a new route home. This is awesome. I probably should be riding bikes a lot more. My goal is to go for a run tonight too, so let's get back quickly so we can do that. I think we're joining Cheryl and Zoe for a drink at the Peshawar tonight. The Peshawar is a rooftop bar that I've always wanted to go to, but I've never gone to, so I'll give that a try. And voila, back, a little sweaty, but that was awesome. Definitely helps on the hill a lot. Wow, like that makes it super worthwhile. Anyways, need to get my own wheels at some point. Maybe I'll just keep this one. Anyways, enough about that. Let's go for it. That was not very dramatically well done. Let's go for a run. Well, this is a bad sign. How much you want to bet they start digging this up here soon? Oh. Rachel said she had a cookie for me. She's in my neighborhood with a cookie. That is a good reward for a run. Where's the cookie? Where is Rachel? In my neighborhood. And she cookied me. Thank you. They're like pieces of cookie. That was really, really tasty. We might have to go investigate this cookie situation. Anyways, I've got like 2 blocks left to run, so let's do that. On my way to BHV, which is where the Peshawar is located. It's on top of it. I've always wanted to go up there. I just have never done it before. And the lighting right now is perfect, which is making me wish I was already there. So I think the ladies are already there. So I will join them momentarily. Let's just skip to the rooftop. There you are. All right. We stood in line forever. I'm kidding. They stood in line forever. I just got here. I'm excited. I've wanted to go into this place a long time. You missed sunset?
No, it's still happening. I have a positive thought.
You have a positive thought?
A single one.
Just one?
That's all you need.
I feel like I'm walking backstage at a JCPenney's right now. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, indeed. Wow. Oh my gosh.
So we're going to treat you to a bottle of wine.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Say thanks for the tour.
You're welcome, both of you.
You say merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. I wasn't gonna have any more train footage today, but by popular request in the train, like this.
Put it like that. Oh.
So Zoe has the hiccups right now, so I won't stick a camera in her face necessarily, or will I? Maybe I will, but she's gonna be making some very, very interesting travel videos very soon. So you guys should probably go follow her as soon as you can, just because it's gonna get fascinating very, very quickly.
The Chronicles of Hiccup.
Yeah.
And you're
We're
gonna
going now. Yes. I was scared. I was nervous.
see.
You should change your
Vlogging fixes hiccups.
The Chronicles of
That's what vegan hiccups sound like, though, just in case you missed it.